Welcome back, subscribers, to the grand finale of Wizardry 8 Iron Man mode. So hopefully I'm gonna beat the game now. I'm very, very close. We're in Ascension Peak. I've already used up 2 of the artifacts.
RSS 81 killer mode.
Oh boy. This is going to be really hard. Level 33. Okay, here we go.
Taken care of. With pleasure.
I'm on it.
All right.
Can I reach with an armor mode? No, I can. Okay. Sure, that's not going to work because the resistance is high. 90%. It's probably not worth my stamina. What else could I use? Oh, that's my... Never mind. I'll try it. It's my samurai. Let's try Pandemonium.
Sure.
I don't know if it'll work or not. And we'll do an eye for an eye. And then after this, we'll run forward.
Palanton. Skelidus Unidum.
Okay.
I am growing increasingly perturbed.
I'm on
Time
it.
to run forward.
Affirmative.
It will be done.
Instruction confirmed.
I have contracted something.
Ooh. Death Cloud. Jeez, I don't know which one to fight first.
Taken care of.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Exterminate.
Makes the same noise the mummy makes.
Destroy.
Death Cloud expired. Good. Oh no, that's the one I know. Hey, Brian Anderson, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know, right? The Greater Demon does seem pretty short. Especially compared to these things. These Djinn of the Clouds.
Exterminate.
This is my last big battle. Well, besides the Dark Savant himself, of course.
It will be
See if I
done.
can make it through this. And there's one other place I gotta run to
Destroyed.
after I put the artifact here. And then it will be down to the Dark Savant.
This area is completely unacceptable to me. Taken care of.
Ooh, knocked that one unconscious. Those nunchucks. I've got so much use out of them this game.
Most satisfactory.
They don't do much damage, but that knockout
Destroyed.
has a high percent chance, 15% from each one, and you can get it early. And then that one got knocked out from the mauler. Nice.
Destroyed. I'm on it. Exterminate.
Death Cloud again. Let's see if anybody dies at the end of this round. Herc died, okay.
Looks like we lost another one.
I wish I could, but I can't. I wish I could, but I can't.
Why can't you cast that?
With pleasure.
That was weird, okay.
Taken care of.
Oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, there's going to be tons of skills and abilities, and a lot like a tabletop game. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's a lot of fun working on that.
Put that in my notes.
Oh, now this time he died.
Master.
A most resound.
Wow, okay. Actually, I think I have this spell Resurrection now. Yeah, I do. I have 2 of them.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. It's good to be back on the team.
What now?
Yeah?
So 1 battle left. So what? Are there potions here? It's showing there's some items. Yeah, I don't need any of that. It's kind of weird that they're leaving those at this point in the game, considering it's pretty much useless. It acts like there's some down there too. Probably stones. Oh, it's just a bomb of some kind. No, I haven't worked on like quests or scenarios for it yet, or designed the locations, because I've still been building the base of the game. I know for sure I'm gonna have a mine, like a cave,
Who is that?
pretty close to the starting place. But the areas in the game are pretty
I'm growing
vast.
Increasingly perturbed.
Like it's probably going to be about a mile from the main area. So it'll take a little while to reach places in the game. Unless you eventually get like transportation like horses or something, or even better like teleportation type stuff.
Channel its force for evil.
I gotta look this up. Change and Dark Savant, okay.
Change. Now this change. Destiny be done.
Okay. But yeah, it's Gonna be a little while before I start adding the actual areas. Chaos Malaria, there it is. Alright. So now that this is done, we have to go back to the main area.
This area is completely unacceptable to me.
And actually, now that I remember this, I have a spell that I cast that'll get me pretty close to where I've gone. Okay, so where am I? So there's another route I have to take. Assuming this is the right one. Unless it's over here. Do I meet him here? Need to look this up. I don't know. There we go. Oh. No, this isn't the spot to go on. South. I need to go north. Okay, this doesn't matter.
Yes?
I think I have to go through this portal.
This area is completely unacceptable to me.
Yeah, something I'm really excited about with Forteverse is having your party members do things while you're logged out. That's going to be a lot of fun. You'll be able to pick if you want to remain logged out or not. Because then that way you can decide if you want to be safe, depending on where you're at, or if you want to actually work on things while you're logged out. So you could log back in, like 2 or 3 days later, and if you had given instructions to your party members, they would have accomplished a lot potentially. But if you mess up and have it in an unsafe area, you could come back dead too, so you gotta be careful. Okay, I think I'm going the right way now. Then I'm gonna go left. Just gotta make sure I don't miss it, because I know I've done this before where I ran right by it. Is it here? Yeah, that's the part that's hard to see.
This area is complete.
Got some monsters there. Okay, so now I can just follow this back the whole way. Hey, Jeremy Scott. Welcome to the stream. about ready to beat the game. Glad you joined. Wonder what kind of monsters up here that I'm following. Oh, it's some of those psychic ones. They use psychic ability. These things are tough.
This area is completely unacceptable to me.
Relax, this fight will be easy.
Storm gazers. I wonder if that's different than the... I think it is. These are the easier ones.
With pleasure.
Taken care of.
I'm on it.
Okay, what else? I forgot.
Sure.
Sounds a little like macroing your character skills in Ultima Online. You're not making it Ultima. It is, yeah, it is a massive multiplayer online RPG, but you don't have to interact with other people. Did you ever play a game or hear of a game called RuneScape a long time ago? It's not really like RuneScape at all, but it's
It will be done.
similar, only you have your own party, and you can actually even interact with other people if you want to. Like you can journey together and do quests together, almost as like an army or whatever, and you'll be able to have some of your party members. You can control some of their party members, like they could assign you as a delegate and say, sure, you know, you get to control these two people in a battle or whatever. And so you could play along that way, almost like you're hitching a ride with his party. Or you can actually have your parties kind of work together. And you can send off party members separately. I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos, but you can switch back and forth. So like you could have two of your party members, let's say, stay back in the city and craft stuff while four others go off and do some other things. And you'll be able to split your party up
Confirmed.
into multiple parties, essentially. So it's going to be different than any online RPG that I know of like that. But it will borrow some elements, like one thing I liked about RuneScape was the economy. I never played Ultima Online, so I don't know how the economy works, but like if you're in an area selling things, it'll be supply and demand driven. So some places, if you're trying to sell something that maybe they already have some of it or a lot of it, then they might not even want to buy it at all, or they may not want to give you much money. But some of the vocations you have will determine that kind of stuff too, like the treasure hunter, the artifact hunter. It'll determine quests that you get assigned as well. Like it'll be hard to find treasure type quests unless you have a treasure hunter in your party. And of course you can change your class just like you can in Wizardry.
What now?
So you're not stuck with the party members, you know, that you have originally. But I know it sounds like it's all over the place, but you're just going to be able to do so much with it. And you'll be able to play on mobile too. So like, you know, if you're sitting in a car waiting for your wife to come back out of a store, you know, log in real quick on your phone, sign some instructions, and you can log out if you wanted. So you will be able to either you can of course always fully control your party, but you could also program them default actions. So like you could say, if this situation, try to do this action. If you're not able to do that action, then do this action. And so you can just program all kinds of behaviors as defaults. Brian says UO had a moderate supply and demand system going with the game's vendors in between players. The reagent vendors would charge increasingly higher price as they're supplied to. Yeah, that's cool. So it'll be kind of similar to that. But the main thing is I want people to feel like they're playing a tabletop RPG,
And so it begins.
you know, with like a dungeon master. So like I'm going to interact with people too. So it won't be completely computer driven. I mean, it will be by itself, but sometimes I might intervene and do some things. Kind of like a dungeon master. Did you ever see that old cartoon, Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm on it.
It was in the 80s, I believe. I kind of want to do things like that occasionally where
Taken care
I'll just kind of pop in and maybe either do divine intervention or put something somewhere for someone, and it'll be unique that only they will find. And, you know, so it's going to be fun interacting with the players. Making it more of a community type thing. But you, again, you can play by yourself if you want, because I know some people don't like having to interact with anybody, and that's fine. Let's try freeze all.
It will be done.
With pleasure.
Affirmative.
Garrett supposedly tried to make a working ecology system as well, where carnivores would hurt herbivores and herbivores died out. There'd be less carnivores. I see. Well, anyway, in that old Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, there was the Dungeon Master was a character that would just show up out of nowhere all of a sudden. He was this little, like, kind of dwarf or gnome-looking guy, and he would show up for the players in times of need or like to help them with something. And I kind of am going to be doing that similar type of thing. I'm not going to micromanage stuff by any means. The game engine is going to do everything, but like I said, I might interact with players or shops or monsters or something and do some controlling a little bit. And then the other thing I want to try to do eventually, this might sound weird, but I want to make it where you can export your characters, download them, and then have their stats and stuff in case you want to play a tabletop game. Or I might export them to different file formats. So like if you want to import your characters into Wizardry 7, you know, acting like they're Wizardry 6 characters, I'd like to be able to work on figuring out that file format and doing that kind of thing. In fact, it'd be cool to do it for all kinds of different RPGs, like importing a Bard's Tale 2 or Might and Magic 2, you know, any game that has a import mechanism, figuring out the file formats and doing that, because then you could even kind of have some fun in getting your base characters into these other games, you know, old retro games. Sounds a little like the Game Master events from EverQuest. Yeah, it could be. That's again a game I never played, but you know, I'll be able to basically control anything since I'm programming it, so that'd be fun. And then I'd like to have kind of like how RuneScape did, had high scores of things where you could earn certain things or gain popularity, maybe even become like a legend in the world. And there doesn't have to be just one world either. Like in the universe you're in, I mean, it's gigantic. It's 2 billion by 2 billion. By really 2 billion, it's three-dimensional world. So that universe itself, you could actually have multiple planets, but then I'm talking about different universes. If you had another server You could have the East world and the West world, and they could be very different, you know, based on how players have interacted with the world and what's happened. So I got big goals, big ambitions, and just keep working on it, and it's gonna be fun. Okay. Oh wow, that's weird. That meat was like floating in the air. Look at that. That was strange. Okay, I think I'm almost here. Alright, before I go in here,
Affirmative.
in fact, I think I'm just gonna rest.
Yes.
Let's get everything going. I don't really need Chameleon.
Yes.
I can't remember if I get time to cast these
You
spells
have summoned me?
beforehand or not. Okay, I think that's it. Am I missing anything? X-ray I don't really need. Here we go. The Dark Savant.
How perfect I should see you before I ascend to my rightful place in the cosmic circle. I knew you would come here. You optimistic idiots! To think that your destiny's new gods. How unbearably foolish! No! Instead, I shall watch you die as Dominus dies. What's happening? No! You deactivated it, didn't you? My bomb! Will I never be rid of you?
Okay.
Follow me. I know exactly where he's going. I just hope we get there in time.
This area is completely unacceptable to me.
He's still whining and saying the area is completely unacceptable. That's hilarious. Entering the cosmic circle. Okay, guys, here we go.
Location, cosmic circle. Hostile presence, 1. Life forms, 3. Data, location of cosmic forge, cosmic lords, and goal of dark savant.
Excuse me.
Okay, here we go.
I can't believe I'm actually here. It would be a lot more thrilling if the savant wasn't waiting for us inside.
This area is completely
This area is completely unacceptable to him.
Where are they? There are the cosmic lords.
You know as well as I do, the new destiny brings with it new lords. It is time for the old to step aside. They have gone.
You expect me to believe that, Alcides? That they're gone? Gone where?
It does not matter. It was time for them to go. It is time for you to go too.
No, I will never go, Alcides. Not until I have my revenge.
has happened may be unwritten. Quickly!
Lead the way, Bella.
You rush to the nearby alcove where the forge is kept. On a pedestal is the forge itself, and a huge book containing the history of the universe.
Whatever is written with this forge becomes real. By changing the book, we can destroy the Dark Savant.
With the image of the savant burned into your mind's eye, you begin to page through the tome. At first you panic at the thought of ever locating the savant's name in the endless sea of words. And then suddenly, you stop turning. You know instinctively you have found the right page. It reads,
Proclamation of Banishment. For abuse of power and repeated infractions of our wishes, we, the Cosmic Lords, do hereby banish and expel.
It had to be done. I gave this world life, and they condemned me for arrogance. I created the 3 artifacts to give mankind a chance to join the gods, and they judged me a dangerous fool. And for daring to question the wishes of the other lords, I was cast out from the circle.
It's true then. He was Funzang.
I was exiled, sent down to live as a mortal. For a time, I remained my old self. Kind,
Yeah. You had a feeling you heard the Mook chiming in right as the credits rolled. That'd be hilarious.
The lords were at fault. They wanted to keep the wisdom of the universe hidden. I wanted to share it. And so, I vowed to bring down the Cosmic Circle. I had lost my powers, but not my knowledge. And as for my mortal body, it would surely fall prey to age and disease. A few adjustments were necessary. It was then that Funzang became the Dark Savant. Before I was exiled, I created hiding places for my artifacts and a key to unlock them. I entrusted this key to a guardian, a family of guardians, created especially for the purpose.
He means Vi. Her family had always been called the Guardians of the Key. She never really took it seriously, but then...
I was forced to relieve the young woman of her eye. The key. Contained in its genetic code is the information needed to unlock the artifact's power. The power of the lords themselves. She was, of course, rather upset with me when I took it.
And to think she and millions of others revered Funzang and all he stood for, never knowing what he became.
And now the time has come. Hand me the book and the forge, and you may join me as we create a new destiny.
In one hand is the page that declares Funzang's eternal banishment from the Cosmic Circle. In your other is the Cosmic Forge. What do you do?
The one option I've never done is join Savant. But since I'm playing in Iron Man mode, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to write in the book.
You put the forge to the paper and begin to write. Before you can finish a single word, the savant rushes toward you. The dawning of a new destiny begins in a long, shaky scrawl as your hand is knocked from the book.
You'll never live to write a single line. Your story ends here.
All right, friends, this will take teamwork.
Okay, Bella. You gonna help me out here?
Taken care of.
Soul Shield, where are you?
With pleasure.
It will be done.
I see some sort of creature.
The opposition grows stronger.
It will be done.
Insertion confirmed. Exterminate.
It's interesting because you can fight Bella and kill him in Wizardry 6. I've done that before.
This is bad.
This is most unfortunate.
But keep in mind, I'm only level 20 characters. Okay. I think I need some Superman going on here. Let's see, do I have potions?
With pleasure.
I don't think armor melt's gonna help. Bless would help. Body of stone might help.
Taken care of.
Okay, good enough. Oh, lightning strike. That's a good opportunity. Way to go, samurai.
Destroy. Destroy.
That was a good dodge. Getting bitch slapped by Bella.
Taken care of.
Exterminate.
cure that insanity.
Hey!
Why did you tear me from that sweet embrace?
Oh, my monk's insane too. The android. Ooh, Bella just did a critical hit. Another critical hit. Nice, okay. Need to cure these fast. Let's see.
I'm on it.
Sure.
Destroy RFS 81 detects hostile being. The enemy is within.
Oh, that is a relief. Take this!
Breathes poison. That's cool. I didn't know he could breathe poison. So he's like a black dragon, Vengeance Dragons. Although earlier I could swear he breathed fire too.
Much better.
Okay. We need to resurrect him. So I want to see if he says anything.
All right.
Taken care of.
The henchmen are trying to protect.
Fascinating. I'll have to put that in my notes.
Destroy.
79 hit points, 57.
Normal again.
Okay. I don't want him to fall unconscious.
With pleasure.
He punched. He's really getting desperate.
Destroy.
Take this!
Oh, he died again, Urk.
It looks like our guest didn't make it.
He's just so weak. I need to do a guardian angel on him.
Take this!
Oh, I killed him before Merc was resurrected.
Death is the only cure for foolishness. The savant was foolish enough to think he could control the tide of events. Yet, in the end, the tide washed him away.
Master, it is my duty to inform you that you are now the founder of the next destiny.
Well done, my friends. I know the universe is in good hands now.
A new universe?
Oh, it's too bad we didn't get to hear what
But let's make the new
he
one
would
a
have
little
said.
less hectic. You know, monsters and things.
So, we have seized the power of the cosmic lords. Or has their power seized us? The enlightened know there is no answer.
Oh, good! If we are going to make a new world, it should not be like this horrible place. It should be a nice green place, like my farm back home, only a little less smelly.
I'm filled with glee. We won. I think we can make an all-right universe if we put our minds to it.
Yes, that's much better.
Back to normal again. Ah, how exquisite.
The road to death is an easy one. We all find our way there sooner or later.
Okay, guys. Success. And to think that I almost lost the Iron Man game like so early on
You are
to those
at long last alone
plants.
in the cosmic circle. At first, you aren't certain what to do, but then you remember the forge and the book. You pick
That's
them
right,
up
Brian.
and begin to write. You think of the Higardi on Dominus below, and write the Savant's hideous tower out of existence. You think of the Trini, and write them back to flourishing life, without eternal fear of Rapak's invasion. For the Rapaks, you find kindness and empathy where none existed before. And as for the Trang and Umpani, they decided their own fate. But you are not yet done. There are still so many loose ends you need to tie up, so many tasks for new cosmic lords. And so, without clear thought or intention, you begin to write. It is difficult at first, but soon it comes easier. You write of your home, your world, of good things, its beauty and frailty too. You write of adventures you have had, and of those yet to come. You write of your fears, and you write of your dreams. Soon, whole new galaxies and stars open up before you. Upon your planets, you write in people, all kinds of people, races of every color, shape, and size. 1,000,000 years of evolution pass in minutes for you. Cities rise, and entire civilizations take shape. You look down on all you have created, and can't help but feeling that Foon Zhang, were he still alive, would be greatly pleased.
Okay. And unfortunately, you don't get to keep playing. That's the bad thing. Brenda Breathwaite. There she is. But yeah, like Wizardry 6, you can keep playing after you complete it, which is cool. Not like you get to transfer your characters at a high level to Wizardry 7, but at least you still feel like the world's open for you. Well, guys, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. First Iron Man run through, and it was a success. So I'll have to figure out my next game that I want to stream and go from there. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time.